They're just listening to me. Oh.
He tells us when we can talk and then we can't. We can't be heard yet, can we? Sorry? We can't be heard yet, can we? No.
Better get fired.
So he'll tell us, he'll count us down. Welcome to the Bond University 2023 QAFLW Final Series. I'm Jack Barry. I'm joined in the commentary box today by Ryan Davis. This is the all-important qualifying final. Ryan, of course, former West Coast Eagle and Gold Coast Suns and Southport coach from last year, has a really good understanding of the women's program. So what are we expecting today?
Jack, thanks for having me, Jack. Today, I think, is we've got the two powerhouse clubs of the QAFL. Both have a really strong inside contested brand, and I think with the inclusions that Bond University has, that might take them a fair way into winning this game of football. But I expect a high pressure game, high contest, and very, very fast.
So let's have a little bit of a deeper dive and have a look at the two teams. So tell us a little bit about Southport, some of the players for our viewers on the live stream to watch today. Keep an eye out for, and then we'll have a look at Bond University.
Well, Southport's lineup is littered with stars. They had Steph O'Brien, most notably. She's an absolute powerhouse. She won the best on ground medal in the grand final last year for Uni QQ. She also won the medal in the Queensland State game just before in the middle of the year. So she'll be certainly one to watch. You've got Carly Ramos. She's out of the Geelong Cats women's program. She's had a really, really big impact this year for the Sharks. Madeline Watt. She's been a part of this footy club for a decade, and she always gives her all. So Maddie Watt, Carly Ramos, Steph O'Brien. Another big inclusion is Selena Priest. She didn't play last time these two teams met, so I'm really looking forward to the stability she gives them down back.
So just on that, the last time they both met here, it was a 23-point win to the Bond University team, and as you said, Selena Priest not playing that particular game. If we have a look at the Bond University team, some really talented youngsters that have come into the side today.
Yes, Coach Andy Lovell has got a plethora of superior talent that's come back into his side. Havana Harris and Ava Usher headlining those. They've had terrific state campaigns and they made their way back into the side. Should be a really, really big lift for Bond Uni. They also do have Harrington, Milne, McCabe and Bisher, all worthy of putting on a good show.
Our umpires for today's game, our field umpires Hannah Milner, Jackson Whittle and Zach Charter. Our boundary umpires are Amanda Kuhn and Ed Harris, and our goal umpires are Michael Lorenz and Elizabeth Smiley. Of course, Jason Mitchell is our emergency umpire. So beautiful conditions here today, Ryan. And again, we have a look at last year's. For those who are just joining us for the first time, Southport got into the grand final, that epic grand final last year, which is probably... I'm sure you're a lot to be proud of, but they lost the draw at the end of the game, and then each way, and then UQ got up. But here's Southport backing up again for this year to give themselves another chance at it.
It is something that Southport Footy Club do very well, is that they always have their teams cracking when the finals are up and about. So I do expect a seriously good effort from the Southport Sharks today, but the Bond University Bull Sharks are going to be some serious opponents for them. They are the only team to beat Southport this year.
Players moving their positions, and also just another thing on the Sharks this year is a couple of players were picked up by AFLW clubs late in the season.
Yes, so Lily Pearce was drafted out of a great performance in the state game down against Tasmania, and Caitlin Wenland, she's gone to the Lions. So bit of a mix up to the centre circle setups, and they've got Steph O'Brien starting the ruck. So very good to see from Peter Doherty.
Umpire to throw the ball up as we start this epic qualifying final. It's a big tap out, and it's going to be picked up quickly by the Sharks if we can. And we've got two Sharks here today, so one's going to be the great white shark, and I think the other one's the bull shark. So it'll be Southport to throw the ball back up. Up they go, O'Brien in the front spot, tap over the top there. Well done there by Bond University. They swoop on the ball, pressure there as they try and get the ball forward. They'll mull around and. Looks like it's going to be... So just on your thoughts, so you think Bond will be trying to use their running game today Ryan?
I think they've certainly got some speed in there, but they do have some very, very good contested beasts. They're first in centre clearances, they're second in disposals, and second in inside 50s for the year. So I'd expect some good hard work inside, and then that breakaway run on the outside.
Umpire to throw the ball up into the centre half forward area for Bond University. Nice big tap over the top. Great play there. Again, just all pretty congested there. Someone winning the football to get it out. Both teams holding some players for some width, but no one can get the ball out. Third ball up of the game already. Up they go. Good, nice tap forward there again by O'Brien. Another bit of a scrum and pretty congested early, Ryan.
Yeah, we'll expect a lot of this in the final. It is pure pressure contest and a battle that'll wear the players right down.
Of course, the team that wins today goes into the grand final, and the losing team will play in the knockout preliminary final next week. A quick kick forward here by Bond University. Bounces forward. Here's a chance now. Getting to the fall of the ball. Both players get there first. Now swooped and picked up by Southport as they drive the ball out of defence. Bond University, a little bit of a pivot, a handball forward. A strong tackle there by Ramos. Play on's the call. A quick kick, again smothered. Good forward pressure there by Bond University, but again, the pressure back from Southport is good. Now they'll get a handball out. They'll feed back. Again, have to get rid of the ball quickly, and now it's a kick out onto the outer wing, and it's a nice mark there. So good defensive work there by Southport, Ryan.
This is, here we go. They're rolling out onto the outside of centre square. This is what Southport are very, very good at, is turning offence into defence, defence into offence.
Nice kick down the line. Pack set themselves, and couldn't take the mark. There was McCabe. Handball over the top. Swooping on the ball is Usher. Nice handball forward. Again, good pressure there by Southport. And a strong tackle. It might be O'Brien there on the bottom of the pack. And, of course, last year, best on player of the match in the grand final. She's a big occasion player and was fantastic as the state captain this year down in that epic game in Tasmania.
Yeah, she's a star player and very well versed in the big games.
Umpires picked out a free kick, and it'll be Southport to in number 10. Of course, Carly Ramos, is it? Yep.
Carly Ramos. Hopefully they can start to pull the defence apart and find their way through.
Kick down the line. Oh, it's a good strong mark. Great mark there by Gregory. Turns quickly, drives inside forward 50 if she can. Just can't quite take the mark. In defence is the Bond University team. Just trying to keep possession. A handball forward. Nice crowd built for this game. A kick off the ground. Beautiful conditions today here by the Frank Hour Reserve. Has been made beautifully. And, of course, today's action is brought to you by the live action on YouTube and by Double Take Sports, bringing you this Bond University QAFLW qualifying final. Tap over the top. Will handball back. Kick forward by Pluples. Umpire says holding, and it'll be a free kick. And it will go to
Maddie Watt, I think, will be coming back for the kick. This is a very important part of the ground for Southport. They should be able to lock it in, get good setup behind the play, and start get some re-entries inside forward 50. Let's see how they do this. Madeline Watt, she was picked in the state squad, but unfortunately she suffered a bout of concussion in the week prior. Here she plays on, goes to the top of forward 50. Selena Priest on the march. Out she comes, nice and clean. She's got the speed, experience. Out to Megan Sullivan. Hands it to Peyton. She gets a nice inside forward 50, nice and deep, to your competition's leading goal scorer in Maggie O'Connell.
Ball kick forward. Good pressure there, good forward pressure there by Southport. The umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. So you have a good look around and see if there's any key matchups for us to have a look at. Ryan's ball's tapped forward, a shark off the pack, a quick kick away. Numbers suit Bond University. Now, again, strong tackle, play on's a call. Trying to keep the ball alive. Here's a chance now, Southport getting on the right foot, a roll, dribbly kick. I think it'll go through for one behind. And it's the first score on the board today, and it's one behind. So, any key matchups you've seen so far?
It certainly looks like they're going head-to-head in the midfield, which is understandable. Both coaches, Andy Lovell and Peter Doherty, have tremendous midfield talent at their disposal. So, we'll let that unfold and see what happens as the quarter progresses.
Fantastic mark. Directing the traffic down the field. Kicks down the line. It's going to be chopped off. Can't take the mark. Southport on first. They'll go backwards to go forward. Good pressure. Keeping a head over the ball. Umpire says you've got it high, and it's going to be a free kick out here on the members' wing to Alder. Alder, eyes darting, looking around. She's got much movement down the ground. She's going to drive it down the line. Sits it up. No one can take the mark. Usher's on the ball first. Strong tackle. Ball spills free. Taken away. Good play there by Winstanley. Kicks down, looking over the top. It's picked up. Southport will drive the ball quickly through to the middle there through Gregory. Bouncing over the top. It's a one-on-one contest. Good work there. Pressure's there. Trying to keep the ball alive. Handball. Good tackle. Play on's a call. Handball over the top. And Bond University will clear.
Outstanding bit of passage of play there by Bond Uni, standing up at the coalface. They've spread to the open side. It's a dead set one-on-one on the far wing. Off now through Tara. She clears that forward. They're out the back here. Bond Uni are off to the races. Lily Tallington's got it on top of the forward 50. Genuine one-on-one there, won by Lee Alder. She's a solid defender. She's very hard to get the ball past. So the teammates will be very happy for her effort just there.
Like the work of Niley Milne there. Another one of the youngsters has come up there. She won the ball on that outer wing and gave it and got it back again and then drove it long forward. So, good second and third efforts. Umpire to bring the ball in. Rucks to do battle. O'Brien gets the tap over the back. Spills free, kick over the top, quick kick inside 50. Numbers at the fall of the ball is Bond University. Jumped on the top, trying to keep the ball alive. Can't get that ball out and probably wants to keep it in just to cause another stoppage.
Very fierce in the contest, nice and early. Very important that we don't give away any free kicks, any easy kicks towards either side here.
Tap over the top. And just can't get a good clearance out. They try and win that ball and get it out to some of the players, just holding their width if they can. But they're locking it in, playing it nice and conservative early.
It's a great amount of space sitting in front of the Lily Tarleton, the full forward for Bond University. If luckily Southport Sharks win that and clear it towards the boundary, looks like they're going to get another restart. Good football.
So it's Southport one behind, leading Bond University here at Frankhauser Reserve, and a beautiful day. Lots of cars, lots of people showing up for the big game today. Magnificent football club and stadium here to watch the game from as umpire throws the ball in. Rucks do battle. Nice tap over the top. Bond will get there first. There's the fall into the back. Play on's the call by the umpire. Now they've picked out a free kick and it'll go towards Southport out on the true wing position on the scoreboard side. Smothered. Didn't give herself enough room. Now feed it. Here's a chance for Bond to go forward. Got some time and space. Kick long down the line into the front spot. Good play. This looks like it's Tarleton. Is it? No, running right. Oh, this might be Milne, is it?
That's Milne has walked in for Bond University's first goal for the afternoon. Outstanding bit of play there through Lily Tarleton and Milne. Well done, Bond University.
Geez, early days. She looked dangerous, as I said earlier. Just saw her early, just her work ethic and quick to pounce and then create another opportunity. A lot of players sometimes just using the one possession and then not going to the next, but she looks to try and link if she can. So ringing the changes. She comes off for a quick break, but certainly made an impact in this final early.
Outstanding work rate getting up and down the ground, which is what's required in the modern game from the high half forward. So beautiful work there.
So 1-1 leading the one behind, back to the middle of the ground. And we've got Gregory into the ruck for Southport. And Bond University good. Lots of ushers gone onto the ball for Bond. Up they go. Nice tap over the top. Southport will get there first. Just can't quite get the ball at her feet. Now it's good play. Quick kick forward. Bouncing over the top. Who's it going to suit? Bond have got 2 versus 1. Just trying to keep their feet. A handball. Getting numbers to the ball. Still suiting Bond University out on the outer wing. Looking inboard. Kicks. Oh, tries to take a big mark. Can't take play on's a call. A tap over the top. And they'll clear the ball
through Christy Harvey, a North Adelaide product. She's new this season. Again, has added a lot of stability down back for the Sharks. Bond University switches through Usher into the middle of the ground. They're rolling. Hit the fat side now. They've got a 2-on-1 on the open side. Plenty of time here. Tara Harrington's fumbled into Gemma Blair. They're rolling it forward here. One handball too many. We've got a holding free kick here going the way of Bond University. Switching now into the middle of the ground. Deep inside forward 50. Cut off by Christy Harris, which we mentioned earlier. Great play. Southport out of trouble for now.
Leading into the right face for the ball there is Mackie. She's got time, feeds the ball back. Nice handball across there to Ingram. Goes inboard, looking for a teammate. This is Gregory. Kicks long down the line, but it's going to be all Bond University, and it's a nice mark taken there by Hutton on the half-back flank. She goes wide. Nice kick. Looks for Sexton. Sexton pushing back hard. She kicks long. Got space over the back. Bounces forward. Rolling. And pushed over the line and out of bounds. Perry happy to see that ball go over the line and out of bounds as they'll throw the ball in.
Bond University sitting with 2 spare players behind the play here. I think Southport will need to equalise that as quickly as they can.
We spoke about the coaches before. Bond University coached by, of course, former AFL star Andy Lovell, and Southport by Peter Doc Doherty, who's doing a great job down here since taking over. Here's a chance now for Bond as they kick the ball long down the line by Davidson, but it goes over the line and out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick to in defence there to Baldwin for Southport. Baldwin. Oh, didn't quite make the most of that, but lucky numbers are suit Southport, and that's a nice left foot kick down the line, a beautiful kick over the top. Ball spills free, sweeping on the ball there is Davies. But Bond have got the numbers, trying to get the ball, a quick kick forward, just a dump kick forward, just trying to put the pressure on the Southport defence. Again, they were able to stand up under pressure. Here's a chance, handball over, that's good good use of the ball. This is good teamwork. Now trying to ring the ball, was tackled high, that'll be a free kick, and Southport able to reset it centre half back Ryan.
Certainly got away with one there. That was all Bond University on the fat side there. They were able to seal the perimeter very nicely. Got a 2-on-1, Taylor Gregory on the half back flank. She looks to play on. Going up to Hannah Davies, centre wing. Nice little feedback to Sullivan. She's got a nice left foot. Pushing down there through George. And that's out of bounds there through Ruby Mitchell. Hopefully Southport can make the most of this positive territory. Steph O'Brien making her way back into the ruck.
She's up against Havana Harris for Bond.
Bond Uni still have +2 at the contest.
Handball over the top. Numbers are going to suit Southport if they can get the ball below their knees. Turns into trouble. Handball's over the top. Now they're going to be out. Good handball. Good play. Here's a chance now for Sullivan. Quick kick forward. Tapped along the line is Lamweir. Here's a chance for Sexton. Tackled hard. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you, right on our true commentary position here on the members' wing. Umpire will throw the ball up. 7 plays 1. Up they go. Oh, solid, strong tackle. And umpire says, I'll have it. Great work there. Great work by both teams. Ingram taking the game on. O'Brien taps the ball forward. Well roved and kicked forward there by Watt. Ball spills free. Priest after the ball, of course, the reigning medalist.
Priest and Kaslar on the far side, former teammates.
Yeah.
There'll be a little bit of feeling in that one.
Cleared away on the outer wing, and it's going to all suit Bond University out here, Ryan.
Kiara Bishop, one of the young guns back into the side. It's a 3v1, Southport's way. They should come away with this cleanly, barring a catastrophe. That's an outstanding play by Bond University, being able to lock that in 4v1. Andy Love will be absolutely wrapped with that effort down there.
Midfielders working down. One of our warmer days we've had in recent weeks, so players may feel a bit of the pinch as the game goes on. Nice tap over the top there by O'Brien. Trying to clear the ball out, but no one will be held up. And the umpire will throw the ball up. Southport ringing the changes. Up. Here's a chance now for the Sharks to clear, but the numbers are going to suit Milne. She goes inboard. Nice little handball into space. A quick kick forward. Southport holding the front spot down there and been able to thwart a few attacking moves. The ball racing along the reins as Harvey chases the ball. Can she keep possession? But happy to see the ball go over the line, Ryan. So what are your thoughts early days in this feeling out period?
Yeah, I think the Bond University Sharks have got a little bit of the run of the play at the moment. They do have those extra numbers behind the stoppage, which they do use quite well. So whether that's a pushing through the stoppage to equalise or if that's a plan by Peter, it's yet to be seen. But they certainly are impacting off the back of that contest.
Of course, special comments by Ryan Davis. Umpire's going to throw the ball up. Just outside Bond Universal's forward 50. Southport have defended well. They've been under a lot of attack this quarter, but they've been able to hold it up and just get their numbers there and reset.
The defenders have certainly been brought their A game here, which they'll need to do for the full 4.
No one can clear the ball out. Quick kick away. Southport swooping on the ball. Again, under tremendous pressure to try and win that footy out. And umpire game will call up for another ball up.
It's been a tense opening term.
Nice.
Either team yet to make a big impact.
Nice big hit out by, I think that was Harris again in the ruck. Certainly got a nice leap on her.
Got ourselves a free kick to Ava Usher, one of the state's brightest prospects. She's lining up from 40 metres out directly in front. There's a head-high tackle there by Harvey.
Usher comes in, looking for a first for the day. It's a lovely kick off the boot, and it's not going to move. And the umpire says 1 goal, so Ava Usher kicks her first.
She's living up to the hype. The goal umpire did not move a muscle then. She smashed that off the boot.
So it's the 2 youngsters, Ava Usher and Niley Milne, have got the first 2 on the board for Bond University. And you're right, Brian, her work ethic and across the game really stands out, doesn't it?
It does, yes. It's a reason why she is the highest prospect talent that we do have here. So awesome start coming back into her first senior final. Interesting. Sometimes these games go whether or not the stage is too big for them,
yep,
or they roll straight into it. But it looks like she's quite comfortable on this stage.
Queensland coming off a really strong under-18s championship. Centre square, up they go. Here's against Bond, looking for another clearance. Good strong tackle, nice tackle there by Southport. The umpire says, oh, there's a bit too much in that. It'll be a free kick in the middle of the ground, and that'll go to Harrington. Tara Harrington.
Another one of those inclusions that Andy Lovell has at his disposal.
Nice kick down the ground. Good tackle. Again, Usher. They got rid of the ball, Southport, just trying to keep the ball alive. They've been under tremendous pressure. And the umpire says, so from Doc Doherty's point of view, what would he be looking to try and do for this back end of this red time in this quarter?
I think just at the back end now is not to concede any more scores, which unfortunately they've given up a free kick here to Jasmine Davison in the dying minutes, so he wouldn't be too happy with that. But what you're trying to do here is just stem the flow, play a little bit wider, take some of the sting out of the game, because Bond Uni certainly do have the rub at the moment.
Well, that's a siren, so it's a good call. And we've got Tarlington.
Jasmine Davidson lining up.
Jasmine Davidson, my apologies, comes through and puts it through for 1 behind. So at quarter time, it's Bond University 2-1-13, leading Southport Sharks, just the 1 behind in this qualifying final for the Bond University QAFLW. Ryan, just a quick summary of that quarter.
I think both teams started out very, very strongly, but it just looked like Bond University were a little bit cleaner, a little bit settled in that first term. Andy Lovell will be very happy with that start.
We'll take a short break and we'll be back for all our action in the second term and not too far away. Well, welcome back to the Bond University 2023 QAFLW final series between the Southport Sharks and the Bond University Bull Sharks. It's team Southport ranked 1 this year and playing Bond University ranked 2, coached by Andy Lovell, and of course Southport coached by Doc Doherty. So I'm here with Ryan Davis. Ryan, we had a little bit of a chat about the quarter, but who's some of the players that sort of caught your eye in the first term and your conditions? What did you think? Were they suiting Bond University going to the right of screen?
Yes, there certainly is a bit of a breeze heading right of screen there. It is strong to ground. I think Southport were able to hold up Bond Uni's attack for a little bit there, but Bond were able to break through with 2 nice goals through their young stars in Ava Usher and N Milne as well. So a couple of really good goals from those two, and probably the barometer for Southport at the moment is Victoria Winstanley. Her pressure around the football has been very, very good. The contested possessions, Southport are in front slightly. Clearances are pretty even. Uncontested marks, that's sort of where Bond Uni are starting to get a little bit of ascendancy at the back end of that quarter. So looking forward to the start of the second quarter and see what the Southport Sharks can do with this scoring breeze.
So they've loaded up with a game with Priest, the reigning medalist, up forward. So they're looking to win the ball down there. Will Southport. Sexton's been lively in the midfield for Bond University. Holds the ball up. They'll throw it up. Second term. Up they go. Nice tap forward there by Bond University. Southport sweeping on. Now they're clear forward. Here's a chance for O'Brien. Drives the ball long into the forward line. Bounce over the top. Who can get the first ball? And Bond University will solid in defence and will clear the ball onto the outer wing. And getting out there, if they can pick the ball up, the numbers will suit Bond University, but tackled, strong tackle. And the umpire says, dropping the ball. So Southport will get another kick forward, Ryan.
Carly Ramos, that's her first real impactful possession for the day. So Southport are really hoping that she can work her way into the game this quarter. Taylor Gregory in a one-on-one. She gets a free kick for holding. So a perfect start for Southport going with the breeze here. Great response.
So Gregory will get a shot on goal. Again, just that pressure, that quick ball movement in there, and it puts a one-on-one defender under a bit of pressure. What do you think her chances are from there, Rhino?
Knowing Taylor, she's quite a straight kick. The distance may trouble, but with that breeze, I'm gonna back her in to put it through.
Gregory coming in, nice deliberate approach. Looking to put Southport's first on the board in this qualifying final. It's a nice kick. It's got plenty of distance, and the umpire does not move. And Southport are up and away.
An outstanding response. Peter Doe would be very happy with that. Taylor Gregory, prolific goal kicker down in the Newcastle competitions a couple of years ago before she came up to Southport. So she does know her way around the goals.
So that puts Southport to 1-1-7, trailing Bond University 2-1-13 in the Bond University QAFLW qualifying final. Of course, the elimination final today is also being played at the same time, I think.
With Cooperoo and Aspley, a couple of great competitors as well for the competition.
O'Brien back in the ruck. Nice tap forward there by Davidson. Handball forward. No one can get a clear possession.
Really good hunt by Georgia Brewer there. She gets in and under and she gets herself a free kick. So it's starting from the midfield through O'Brien, Breward and Watt. They get this the game back on Southport's terms.
Nice kick over the top. O'Brien quickly spread from the centre square onto the left foot. Nice kick forward. No one can take a mark. What have we got there? Yes, a free kick and a mark there to Davidson. Kicks the ball across the ground. No one can take a mark. Play on's a call. Good strong tackle there. Again, the pressure. Both teams have tackled really strong today. Nice handball over the top, trying to keep the ball alive. Southport go inboard, just trying to keep their feet. And the umpire says, "I'll have it, Ryan."
Right. The effort from the first quarter to this quarter is stark, with Southport really lifting to match Bond University. So hopefully both teams can carry on the way they're going, because it's a really good game of football at the moment.
No one can take clean possession. And the umpire says, "I'll have it, thank you." Umpire throws it up. Tapped away. Davison again, been rucking strong. Trying to pick the ball up. A handball over the top. A quick kick away. That might have been a light foot. And the ball goes over the line and out of bounds.
Yes, they're really banking on the pressure of Sullivan and Winstanley to be able to put as much pressure on those Bond Uni backs as they can to force those turnovers and errors. At the moment, I think has 8-4 turnovers Southport's way, so they're a little bit untidy with the football. See if they can remedy that.
Well, you're right. You've got Gregory and you've got Priest deep in defence and in forward line. And speak of the devil, it's been a nice lead and a nice mark. And Selena Priest has taken the mark in the forward 50. It'll be a tricky kick and a nice kick from here. Very talented player. Gives herself some room. Gets on the right foot. Swings it around, but just goes to the offside for a behind. And that'll be the second behind the day to Southport.
She had half the arm up there, which would have been an outstanding celebration if Priest was able to put that one through. Loves the goal.
Want to bring the ball back in. It's a nice kick down the line. Packs out themselves. No one can take the mark. Was Priest again got a fist to it, but again it's going to be chopped off by Southport. They've really lifted themselves, and she's running inside forward 50, unchecked. Can't quite hold the mark. Spills free. Here's a chance now for Southport. There's a handball under pressure. O'Brien kicks the ball quickly into Day. Oh, can't take the mark, and Bond are going to clear the ball away. They'll use hands, and they'll run the ball out of defence. This is good work. Or it's a sloppy kick. No one can quite take the ball under pressure, but that's really good work there by Harrington. Again, keeping the ball alive. Southport put the pressure back on. Will they handball over the top? They do. Good play. Here's a chance for Evans. Gives the ball back, and Bond University clear the ball down the line. Now they're
fallen into Havana Harris's hands. She has yet to be sighted this quarter. Genuine 2v2 in the middle of the ground. This is a very, very big contest for both sides. And as with the run of the game, it has been locked up with a strong tackling from both sides.
Good strong tackle there by Moody for Bond University. Umpire throws the ball up. Again, nice tap over the top there to Davidson. Good work. Strong tackle again. Just the tackling from both teams has been outstanding. Here's a chance for Milne. Gets a quick kick forward. Just working her under the ball. That's good defensive play by the Southport defender there. Just nudged her under the ball there, Ryan, and they got clean possession.
It's very smart football. Read the ball, the drop zone, and was able to spread to the open side. Unfortunately, it's been cut off there by Christy Landwehr. She's nailed a beautiful little 45-degree pass into Havana Harris. Her first meaningful touch. Oh, that's a beautiful kick to Milne. That's outstanding connection there from the young stars. Well played.
Well, both those players, you're right, the foot skills of both those, the last two kicks has been outstanding. And we've got our third, and this is a chance now for Niley Milne to line up for her second. So the young girls certainly have an impact.
Yes, throughout the season when they've had these young players in there, they've really turned the tide for Bond Uni. That is another perfection of a kick. Straight down the middle once more for Milne.
So Milne puts her second through for the day. And that's Bond University's third. It'll be 3-1-19. Bond University leading Southport here. 1-2-8 here on the Gold Coast. Beautiful conditions in the Bond University 2023 QAFLW final series. In the qualifying final, I'm Jack Barry. You're joined by Ryan Davis. And they've got that goal back. So it's been a pretty even quarter now.
Outstanding response from the Bond Uni Bull Sharks there, able to weather the storm and then pinch one against the tide.
Umpires haven't quite got the structure set up, so they're just waiting to adjust and set it up.
6-6-6, warning to Bond University. Next one will be a free kick from the centre of the ground.
Up they go. And Harris has gone into the ruck against O'Brien, so some exciting talent, Queensland talent in the middle of the ground there. Here's some good leg speed onto the left foot, bringing the ball forward. Ball bounces quickly, handball back. This is good front and centre work there by Southport. That quick ball movement drives the ball forward. Bond taking the front position. Oh, a bit of a don't argue in the face, and I think there'll be a free kick, and it will be, and it'll be Davidson. Sorry, who was it?
Gregory taking
Gregory,
that one.
sorry. Taylor Gregory, my apologies. Again, copped a high hit there, and she'll get a chance to kick her second for the quarter. That was a quick ball movement. That was great play by Southport.
Yes, it does show when Southport are very clean below their knees. They're able to get some very, very meaningful attacks going forward.
Goals will be a premium today. Gregory. It's a lovely kick that it swings. So I think she's kicked a second. So what a difference that makes. So Taylor Gregory kicks her second for the day. And she's the lone goal kicker so far. But again, Ryan, that was really good play by Southport to win that, to answer straight back.
Yes, that speed of ball movement. Bond University look to be dropping a player behind the ball as soon as it gets into general play. So those centre clearances are absolute gold when they can move the ball quickly and they can't allow that extra player to get back inside forward 50. So capitalising well there for Taylor Gregory.
You've got this exciting Havana Harris in the ruck up against, it'll be Gregory again, who's come forward into the ruck now. So she's kicked 2 forward. We've got Steph, has she gone off for a break? No. No, she might have gone. Yep, umpire's going to throw the ball up. So we've got Selena Priest down there as the one to look forward for Southport. Nice tap over the top. Here's a chance. Southport going to get to the ball first. The ball doesn't quite bounce the way they want. Pushed out of the way. A quick kick out of the pack there by Harrington. And here's a chance now. Quick play. That's good play by Johnson. Drives the ball forward. Good work here. This is where they look dangerous. A handball over the top. Held the width. That was good play. It doesn't bounce kindly for the Bond University forwards. Southport sweeping on onto the left foot. And we've got a little bit of ball bounces towards Baldwin. And she's happy to see the ball go over the line and out of bounds.
There's great individual efforts there by Gabriella Della that really pulled a shot on goal out of nothing there. So pure work rate. That was beautiful to see.
Southport to bring the ball in. Nice long kick. Pack set himself over the top. Bounces free. Southport going to be on there. This is when they move the ball. A good solid tackle. That's great pressure by Bond University. And that was Tara Harrington. Goes inside. Their foot skills will look really good. Finds Johnson. Johnson squares the ball across the middle of the ground. That's Milne, who's been very busy today. Kicks forward into some space. Can she find her teammate? Just bounces forward. Southport trying to get there first. Goes to ground. Milne's at the bottom of the pack again. Gets a quick handball out. Good handball out there towards McCabe. Kicks forward. Ball goes over the back. Rolling towards the goals. I'm sure it was pretty touched. And the ball's going to go through for one behind.
Outstanding pressure from the Bond Uni Bull Sharks. Southport aren't able to get it outside D70, so they've got those re-entries. Defenders start to get a little bit tired. Forwards start to get a sniff for a goal. Very dangerous period now for Southport.
Only a goal the difference. A kick in. Oh, lovely mark. Just worked their way under there with Ingram. Kicks towards the boundary. Oh, lovely mark again. This is good skills. The skills are starting to come up now. Pluples. Eyes darting inboard. Has she got enough movement up forward? We've got Priest long down the line if she wants her. That's where she heads. It's a big kick over the top. It's going to bounce, but it's going to be picked up and cleared away there by Landwehr. She kicks into the middle of the ground. No one can take the mark. Here's a chance for Southport. This is when they look dangerous. Steps inside. Good footwork. Onto the left. A quick kick. Oh, there's no one there, though. It's going to suit Bond University as the ball trickles down towards deep defence, Ryan.
Southport need to get one-on-one as quick as they can and seal this perimeter and get that ball locked and get a stoppage down inside their D50. There's great entry there by Ma, a former Bond Uni Shark herself last year. First year in the black and white colours.
Kasler kicks the ball. That's a nice kick. Oh, they couldn't take the mark. A handball over the top. Here's the pressure. Nice forward pressure. I don't think she had the ball, and it'll be a free kick going to Bond University in defence. Yep. Through
Charlotte Taylor. The offender there was Maddie Watt. She does love a contest, so just held on an extra couple of seconds there.
Taylor kicks to a heap of players. No one can really get a clear possession here. Here's a chance now for Southport under pressure. Just a look away handball. But Bond University are going to get there first, and they're going to be wrapped up in the tackle. And the umpire says, found a free kick.
Found a free kick. Carly Ramos imposing herself on the game this quarter. Off to her best mate in Steph O'Brien. Unfortunately, just overshoots Hannah Davies in the pocket there. Well cut off by Bond Uni. They're now looking to switch. They've got an absolute acre on the far side of the ground.
Bisher switches the ball over out of the pocket, and they'll try and bring the ball out wide.
Milne again.
Milne been very busy. Kicks down the line, and a good solid mark into front. Great mark there by Della. Della just chips it forward, but again, well read by the defence of Southport.
It's Taylor Gregory just rolling behind the play there as that resting ruck. Unfortunately, again, cut off by Paris Lightfoot, the skipper of Bonduni.
Kicks it up. Oh, lovely mark. Umpire says play on's this call. The numbers did suit Bond. Now they're out. A 1-2-3. Clearing the ball. Go in short. This is where they look dangerous. Nice little kick here towards Ivarak. He kicks the ball down there. Ivarak, sorry. And who is it?
That is your young star of the future, Ava Usher, once more. She's had 2-siders from this part of the ground, or 1-sider, sorry. But this looks to be no trouble for her once more.
Looks to make an impact every time she's got the ball. Usher comes in. Again, just probably didn't kick through the ball, then just sat it up. But we've found a mark in the goal square, if you don't mind. And Bond University through
McCabe, one of those other young players that are stepping up on the big stage.
Josie McCabe. Maybe it was a little bit of a the old 1-2 there. I thought she was going to have a shot on goal. She didn't actually kick right through the ball, but McCabe was playing in front. I'll have a shot to kick through Bond's fourth for the afternoon. And she doesn't make a mistake there. So that's Josie McCabe's first goal. And as I said, that is Bond's fourth. 4-3-27. Bond University leading Southport 2-2-14, Ryan.
Being able to kick a couple against the into the breeze is going to really set up a strong third quarter for Bond Uni. There's 15 minutes gone. Southport can ill afford to get scored against once more.
So time ticking away in this second term. As the umpire's coming in for the all-important bounce. Can they score another one late? And going with a bit of momentum into the half time. Nice tap over the top. Here's a chance. And it's going to Southport are going to clear the ball out. Gets onto the right foot. It's going to go into open space. So it's a foot race. And look at the leg speed here. Racing after the ball first. If she can pick it up, and then she gets tackled, but it might be driven into the ground. Umpire says play on, a handball forward. Going forward now is Watt. Watt kicks into space. It's a nice kick. Both players go for the mark. Umpire's going to pay it as well to the one behind. And great defensive mark by by Bond University in defence. Lovely little kick out wide. Clever play. And that's good work there by Bisher. Teammate kicks down the line and again found her teammate out in the wing. So this is good foot skills by Bond University. And they take the game on and play on. Kick forward. Can they get to the front? But no, again, it's a good strong mark. And,
wow.
And it's a take. She's going to take the game on. Good tackle. Kicks it forward, but the pace is going to be looking like it's going to go towards McCabe. McCabe runs in to kick a second, and there's another one.
That was all of the young stars of the future for Bond Uni linking up there through Bisher, taking that intercept mark down there on O'Connell, able to switch it across the fat side of the ground. It was beautiful football the whole way down the ground.
Well, alarm bells there because you're right. They took the game on. They won the footy. They took off and they played on quickly. And then all of them made a bit of an impact. So good call, Ryan. Bond University 5-3-33, leading Southport 2-2-14 into the second term of the Bond University 2023 QAFL qualifying final here at Frankhauser Reserve. One of the great ovals and facilities, well, really anywhere in Australia, let alone here in Queensland. And it's great to be here today to see such a showcase game.
It is. There's so much talent on display for Queensland football. And then they're showing up today as well, so it's a great spectacle thus far.
The future's looking great, especially for QAFLW and also for AFLW here. I reckon today we're going to see a few of these players move on to bigger and better. And one of the big game players, Brian, then lead for her to try and get some more ball if she can, but under siege here. She can't do it all herself. Umpire says she's dropping the ball, and Bond have really responded in the last 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
They have certainly smelled blood in the water here. If they're going for an extra couple of goals before half-time, will really dampen Southport's spirits here.
Collegia on the lead. Beautiful kick, and she's found, it looks like it's Della. Della just chips across there looking for Usher, and again, doesn't panic with the ball. Looks around, umpire's called play on. She'll take the game on. Here we go, inside 50. Just a little grubber kick forward. Look there. Looking there for Harris. A good strong tackle. Oh, big collision. play on's a quick snap for the goal. The ball gets touched, and both teams really willing. Desperation stakes for the Sharks, and they were putting their bodies on the line to try and make sure there wasn't going to be another goal. So gutsy play by both teams.
Southport certainly dodged the ball on that one, but huge contest in the middle of the ground there. Bit of chin music for both players.
Big kick down the line. Here's a chance. Kicked away high there by Ramos. Bouncing over the top, but the numbers are going to suit in Moody for the Sharks. Again, they're just a use of each other, their teamwork, looking for each other. Kick forward there by Johnson, but it's chopped off.
Oh, Della had the sit. She was one out there in the forward 50 all by herself. So unfortunately, the first time that their foot skills have let them down today.
Big kick out wide. Punched forward there by Usher. Southport under pressure. Is there another goal left? They want another one. Good strong tackle. Play-ons are cool. Keeping the ball alive. Pressure. Bond University certainly lifted. Strong tackle there by Perry.
Tamsin Perry, a Northern Irish recruit. She's got absolute vices for hands there. She was never getting away from that one. It seems that Peter Doherty's put Priesty back behind the football, trying to stem the flow of goals here. So hopefully she can make an impact that part of the ground.
Step inside, kick down the line. Southport, can they get another one over the top? The numbers just seem to be suiting Bond University. Umpires put out a free kick, and there's been a dump tackle, so it'll be a free kick to... there's been a free kick. Umpires holding the play up. Free kick to Southport.
Looks like Christy Harvey has got the free kick there. Quite lucky that they were able to hold up, because Bond University had two spare numbers behind the play there. They would have come straight back inside forward 50 for them.
Harvey, the former North Adelaide Rooster. Gets the ball, kicks down the line. Lovely. Over the top. Couldn't take the mark, O'Brien. Southport. And the siren sounds for halftime of the qualifying final for the QAFLW between the two top teams, Southport, who are sitting on top of the ladder against Bond University, but the scoreboard's reading Bond University 5-4-34, leading Southport 2-2-14. Just your wrap of the game thus far, please, Ryan.
I think Southport really brought the heat in that first 5 minutes of that quarter, but Bond University, geez, they were impressive. They were able to absorb that pressure, go down the other end and score. I think a real key part of the game for Bond Uni is their ability to go to offence to defence, and their work rate just seems to be outworking the Southport Sharks at the moment.
Grab yourself a sandwich or grab yourself a coffee or a beer or whatever you're drinking, and then we'll meet us back after the halftime break for this all-important qualifying final. We'll be back soon.
The thing I love about my job is that I get to combine both my passions together, surfing and musculoskeletal physiotherapy, and that was the PhD which I did here at Bond University.
I'm originally from southern Brazil, and during my PhD at Bond University, I met James Furness, and now we do surfing research together.
I was a physiotherapist, and so I took that knowledge to the surfing population. The facilities here at Bond University are incredible. Access to the equipment, so VO2 max testing, DEXA, all of that was here on campus. Really our goal is looking at minimising injury, but also maximising performance. Keeping people on the water for longer is really important. If someone can't surf, that affects their physical health, but also their mental health.
Through Bond University, I could get all the equipment I needed to do my PhD studies. It's world-class waves and international surfing events. It was a no-brainer.
We went to Snapper Rocks and we got to be part of a world-class surf event and also perform surfer health checks on the world's best surfers.
On the Gold Coast, we can find perfect work-life balance.
How I want to live my life with my family is I want it to be outdoors. I want them playing in the water, playing in the surf. The number one reason why a student should come study here would be the access they have to staff, and it's just better than any other university. The fact that you can walk straight into the professor's office and get that one-on-one feedback, I think is just second to none.
Welcome back to the third quarter here of the QAFLW Bond University qualifying final between Southport Sharks and the Bond University Bull Sharks. I'm Jack Barry, joined by Ryan Davis in the game. So far the score is Bond University 5-4-34, leading the Sharks 2-2-14 after half-time. Ryan Davis, what are your thoughts?
Bond University is certainly in the box seat to book their place in the grand final. Their work across the ground, their cleanliness, their work rate has been outstanding today. I think the Southport Sharks, if they want to get back into this game, they need to equalise ahead of the football and they need to really start winning it at the source. So big quarter coming up here for both sides.
So the all-important third quarter, of course, the team wins today. They're into the 2023 grand final and a week's break, so plenty to play for. The umpire's about to start the third term, of course. Umpires are sponsored by Bradman's Windows and Doors and do a great job. He holds the ball aloft for the third term. Umpire throws the ball up. Up they go. No one gets a clear tap. O'Brien swoops on the ball. A quick handball forward. The state skipper. No one can win the ball clearly, and it's going to be paddled out the back. Here's a chance now through the likes of Remos as she kicks the ball forward. Can the Southport get the first goal to kick their third term? Keeping their feet, got some time and space, gets onto the right foot, pops it up. No one can take the mark, bounces in front, a nice little tap out the back. Ball spills free, and it's going to be Bond University to clear the ball out of the forward 50, and it'll be taken away if they can. Feedback, it looked like it was a very quick hands, and the ball goes out on the outer wing, Ryan.
The first change that Southport have implemented, they've swapped Selena Priest back to her normal position at centre-half back, and Christy Harvey has rolled to the centre-half forward. So looking to see if we get a little bit more springboard defence to offence out of Priesty, and if Harvey can find an avenue towards goal through her. So hopefully these things work for the Sharks.
Here's a chance now through the middle of the ground, handball the ball. Looks like both teams are really up the ante. No one can take the ball. Spills free there. Harvey. Sorry, I meant Kasler in the middle of the ground there. Now she gets the ball out. Handballs forward to go backwards. Clear.
Once again, the Bull Sharks utilising that feedback to great effect to get them to the open side. And Ava Usher works her way around Harvey, runs to 55, sits it over the top to Milne. She's been in absolutely everything today. Does she get another chance? Oh. Just shaves the outside of the post there. Already looking very dangerous start from the Bull Sharks.
Goal kickers for the game so far. We've got 2 to Niley Milne and 2 old goals also to Josie McCabe, and then 1 to Ava Usher, and then it was Taylor Gregory for Southport Sharks in that second term that stood tall up forward. Here's a chance now. Usher again gets met solidly by Harvey, and she kicks the ball out down the line, and it's a mark taken. And it's a nice mark taken there by Moody.
Very lucky to get away with without a 50-metre penalty there, encroaching on the mark.
Kick down the line, but it's a strong mark in defence, and there's a player down for Southport.
That is a free kick going to Ava Usher. So it looked like a push in the back, either from Alessia Smythe or Harvey there. The distance may trouble her, so look to Havana Harris at the top of the square.
She's nice by foot if she wants to go in short, but she takes the game on, plays on, runs inside.
Jeez, Harvey will want that one back. That was very poor on the mark there. The Southport Sharks wouldn't be happy with that.
Just ran around her and had a shot on goal, but didn't be able to put it away. So it looks like Priest, will Priest bring the ball into play? And 5-6-36, Bond University leading Southport 2-2-14. In defence, Priest brings the ball out. Doesn't quite get over the top. Here's a chance now. Handball over the top by Southport. Can they get the ball alive? Can they get things moving? In the front spot was Bond University, but the ball bounces and suits a handball over the top. And now they're out. Here's a chance for Southport. Kick into the player on the Smothers, and they'll clear the ball through the middle of the ground. The player from Bond University has gone down in back play. Here's a chance now for Taylor. Taylor goes inside. 50, and there's a nice mark over the top. Play on's a call. A quick kick forward. Looking for Usher. Southport's going to get to the ball first. A nice little left foot kick. Kicks it out of the danger zone. But again, the pace is going to be looking forward to Priest as she steps inside, kicks down the line, and she's found O'Brien in defence. O'Brien moving the ball quickly. This is better play by the Sharks. A good build-up, a kick down, but there's no one there. It's just going to be all Bond University, and it's good play there through Johnson. But again, turns it over. Here's a chance, Ryan.
Yeah, again, Bond University setting up too well behind the football. Southport's forwards are rolling up, getting involved in the contest, and they're not working back hard enough, which has given the outnumber to Bond Uni, and they are just licking their lips when that comes down.
Nice kick down the line. O'Brien, she started to lift in this third term. She wants to play in the grand final. Handball over the top. Usher's tailed without the ball. A nice little quick kick forward there by Winstanley. Over the top, bouncing forward. Right in front of the coach's box here. Jumping on top of the ball there was Galt. Trying to keep the ball light, tapped. Oh, strong tackle. Good tackle. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. Bit of feeling coming into the game. Umpire says, just settle.
There's plenty of feeling. Both teams can sense something's about to happen.
Big third term. Davidson cleared away. Here's a chance for Southport, but again, that, as Ryan spoke about, they're just blazing away inside forward 50, and the numbers are suiting Bond University. They'll reload again. They need to lower their eyes. Again, just can't quite find their teammate. They're winning the ball in the middle of the ground there, Ryan, but again, just going forward, they just don't seem to have their little targets that they need to. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, they're certainly getting their hands on the football enough, but they're just not linking up. If they were cleaner, they'd be able to use those overlap handballs, use the numbers at the contest, rather than just blazing away. Bond Uni are banking on that pressure at the source to have a force a long kick, and then that's where they find that the use of that extra number down back.
Special comments, Ryan Davis. Quick kick away and slung to the ground. Play on's a call. Here's a chance now for Bond as they clear the ball away. Down the line, it's going to bounce over the top and roll out of bounds. And the umpire will throw the ball in.
Yeah, so currently Southport have got a spare behind the plate, and I don't think that's by design by Peter. They should be expecting everyone to squeeze up, find a player, get one-on-one, and turn it into a ground ball.
Looks like there's an injury to Bond University. It was a shoulder injury.
Paris Lightfoot, their skipper.
The skipper, so that's a big loss. She seems to be in a bit of discomfort, maybe a potential shoulder injury. So she's off and into the hands of the medics. So we'll keep you updated there if we can. In the meantime, the ball's down inside forward 54 Bond University. They'll throw the ball in. 36 plays 14. It's third term. Qualifying final. The Bond University QAFL final series here in Queensland at Southport at the Frankhauser Reserve. Umpire throws the ball up, tap forward. O'Brien certainly getting the hands on the ball this term. They go short, can't take the mark, under pressure was Sullivan.
Former USA bobsled team, so if the ball does get out in front of her, she has got some serious wheels.
Well, let's hope we get to see that. This is the exciting thing about this sport, is the girls have come from a lot of different areas. You spoke about an Irish player before. It's great to see the different skills. Kick forward. Bond, feed the ball across. They're going to be under pressure. Keeps the ball alive, but then grab without the ball. And again, another free kick.
Oh, he's pointed the wrong way. That got me then.
Yeah, it's a free kick going there to Johnson. Squares it up. Good forward pressure. Tap forward. Bond, fed across. Handball, tackle without the ball. Southport, desperate in defence, trying to keep the ball alive. Good handball out to Witt, that's good play. O'Brien, big kick, but the numbers are going to suit. It was a 3v1, but it's a great mark by Southport. They're lifting.
Hannah Davies taking a great mark under pressure at centre half back, 3v1. Able to go into an outer side there. Pluples v Milne. Milne's come away the winner once more.
Johnson, quick kick forward. Harvey can't mark. Ball spills free. Butters up. Handball over the top. Step inside. Good play. Found it to find a team. Couldn't hold the mark. So it allows them back in under pressure. Good tackle. And another big tackle.
Outstanding pressure by the Bull Sharks. Andy Lovell, the coach there, would be absolutely wrapped with how they've come out for this third quarter.
That's going on the highlight reel during the week of training. That's the sort of forward pressure you want to see. And it gives them a shot on goal.
They're hungry. They can sense they've got 1 foot in the grand final.
Coming in, a nice deliberate approach. Looking for their 6th goal of the day. It's a nice kick by McCabe.
And the veteran Priest reads out the best out of 10 players in the goal square.
Goes in short. Is that Mitchell? Goes in short again. Southport just resetting, just trying to get that next score on the board, hanging in tightly. They go out wide. Just Southport, Bond's ability to try and just get numbers to the contest. But Southport mark, again, this is better set up.
Starting to link up through the middle of the ground, forcing Bond to defend. They must find and use the open. Oh dear.
Hang on a second. Put himself under enormous pressure. Now it spills free. This is what the Bull Sharks sweat on. Ruard trying to win the footy. Ramos, is it?
Ramos, former Geelong QAFLW product.
Had a great state game, keeping the ball alive. Through the middle of the ground, umpire says there's a free kick. And it'll be Bond University again to win the ball across the middle of the ground. Plays on, opens up the play, but it's cut off, and it's a good mark there by Alder.
Well read by Lee Alder. They had Della on the open side all by herself, so very lucky they got away with that one there.
That's the kick that's killed them today. That long kick where it's just been turnover. Go in short. Usher gets to the hands on the ball. Johnson, who's really upped her work rate this quarter again. Been a busy midfielder. And the umpire.
A little bit of stalemate here. Let's see how Southport's set up, if they do equalise the numbers or they allow Bond to set up how they'd like to.
To your point, there's a player in defence by themselves at the next kick, so it's going to have to be a big kick. And it's the one they found, unfortunately. But a free kick down the field. So it's a great chance here now for Ramos.
They've got themselves a reprieve here. Like you said, Ramos in the back, 55 out. Let's see if the Southport forwards can get to work with each other, get some blocks and find an open target.
Just goes in short. Oh, good pressure there by Harris from Bond. Umpire says there's a free kick, and there's a chance now through the lives of Pluples to try and set up a goal. Much needed goal for Southport. Keep themselves in the game. Can they get a bit of momentum? Oh, O'Brien has a 2v1. Play-on's a call. The pressure's there, but the smalls aren't there to try and add pressure. Steps inside. A dump kick out of the defence. Numbers are going to suit Bond. Southport trying desperately to try and win this ball inside forward 50. They need the next goal. 36-14. Third term.
That's a win there for Southport, getting a stoppage inside forward 50. Hopefully they can start setting up. Looks to be that they've got 4 free behind the football, so not sure if that's going to work in the long term here with Ava Usher working her way to the outer side, stepping around one, getting pressure on from Maddie Watt there. Priest dives forward into a tackle. Well tackled, Bond University. Another ball up centre wing.
Priest and O'Brien have lifted this term. Willing the Southport Sharks to try and get that next goal. The classy Harris in the ruck. Good pressure. Oh, it's missed the target, and it's going to be a quickly kicked away there through Dalla. But a nice solid mark in defence by Smythe.
All right, they've switched in the play through Harvey. Want to keep going. A Priest has broken the perimeter, so she needs to get to work. Next one up the line, Hannah Davies needs to get on her bike as well. Big contest here. Bond University outworked again. Great pressure Southport. Priest, Harvey going at it there. In comes the cavalry and Courtney Sexton. She is straight onto that football, locking that up for another stoppage. So well done, Bond University there, stopping that entry going inside forward 50.
Umpire throws the ball up. Harris, lovely tap over. That's beautifully palmed there towards Harrington as they go forward. No one can take the mark. Spills over the back. Southport will get there quickly through the likes of Perry. Ball under pressure, just trying to lock it in there. Keeps it free. Here's a chance. Kick it a soccer off the ground. Chance now here for Galt. She's clear. She's going to take a bounce. She's under pressure. Kicks the ball down the line, but it's going to be turned over once again. And that's been a bit of the story of the day.
It certainly has. Andy Lovell's got them well drilled. They're setting up. They expect they're playing 2 players ahead of the ball here.
Here's a chance now. I like the Watt, but again, it's kind of straight to the opposition, and they'll reset up. There's plenty of people running forward. A nice kick, weighted kick, was going to go over the back, and Priest. And she's going to play on quickly. Big game player, handball over the top. This looks better, and she continues to run. Kicks down the line, and it's O'Brien. So the key players are getting their hands on the ball. This next kick's the all-important one. Steps inside, goes in short, and just doesn't hit a target, and it's a turnover. And again, great work by Bond University in the fence, and they'll just stop, catch their breath, and try and reset again.
It's 15 minutes gone. It's been a little bit more of a stalemate this quarter, but it does still seem that we're just playing a little bit of kick to kick. Bond University have their numbers behind the football. If the game does continue to go this way, it's an easy win there for Andy Lovell and his Bull Sharks.
Collegia over the top. Harris, thumping kick forward. There's no one home. The ball, oh, hang on a second. It's rolling, bouncing. Ooh, through for one behind. So the ball asked a few questions and nearly...
Shane Warren will be happy with that leg spin.
Yes. Just needed a little bit more douche on it, and it would have gone through for a great goal, but through for one behind.
Day 5 Mumbai.
Yeah. 2-2-14 Southport, 5-7-37 for Bond University. Or was it 5-8? Not too sure. The ball's kicked in, but it's found no one there. It's gone out of bounds on the full, and be a free kick to Bond University outside forward 50 grandstand scoreboard side. Plays on, gives himself plenty of room. Drives the ball long and forward. Harvey's there, the big fist. Can't take the mark, but defends well.
If you're just surveying the field at the moment, Bond University look really well set up to any D50 exit by Southport. They look well placed to send it straight back in for a re-entry. So Southport need to be careful with any dump kicks or where they go with their next play.
Just a little bit of update on the skipper in Harris Lightfoot down with her arm in a sling. So that doesn't look promising. I don't know the extent of the injury, but not sure if it's a shoulder or arm, but doesn't look like she'll take any further part. I think it is shoulder by the looks of where the ice pack's going, so I don't think she'll take any further part. Our prayers and wishes go out to her going forward.
Never good in a qualifying final to see your skipper go down injured.
Yep, but that hasn't stopped the onslaught of Bond University today as Usher wheels her way into that next contest, and the umpire will throw it up. Of course, the umpires today and field umpires in Hannah Milner, Jackson Whittle and Zach Charter. Of course, well sponsored by Bradnam Windows and Doors. Hope you're enjoying all this action on YouTube through our Double Take Sports, who are bringing the action today. Ball spilling 3 over the top and rushed out of bounds as Southport make the changes, and onto the field comes Hannah Davies as Maggie O'Connell has a break. Umpire to bring the ball in. Bit of a stalemate now. It was a 20-point lead at half-time to the Bull Sharks. Here's a chance, Southport. Certainly up their work rate, over the top. Again, numbers suiting Bond. Quick kick forward by Kasler, the veteran. Harris, the young star, had front spot, over the top, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bond University, but hang on, there's one Southport, and she found a way to make a contest. Great work. No mark, over the top. Quick kick away through Sexton. Southport again missed the target. Tackle without the ball was Taylor. But they wrap it up in the middle of the ground. And it's a bit of a stacks on the mill. Now umpire says, I'll have it, hang on. Girls, bit of a push and shove. It might be a bit of an... No, I'm coming up with the ball.
She's just coming up with the football.
I'm coming up with the footy.
The little wins today so far.
Yep.
I think regardless of which way this game goes, it's a great learning opportunity for both coaches to have a good feel out of see how each other play. It is a funny stat. In all of the rivalry games, no home team has actually won that game. So not a great omen for Southport at the moment.
And do you think, Ryan, this type of field suits a Bond University? You know, obviously a lot of young kids and their ability to be able to get to the contest. As the siren goes for 3, I'll get your thoughts on that, and we'll talk about it before we, as we wrap it up. But at 3/4 time, it's Bond University 5-8-38 leading Southport 2-2-14. Just a quick wrap of that quarter, Ryan.
That one was a little bit more of a stalemate. Southport brought a little bit more pressure. Bond Uni, they've kept their quality pretty high that quarter. Again, any surge forward by Southport was met with numbers behind the play, so they were able to dictate the speed of the game, the flow of the game through the way they had good shape behind the football.
Well, we'll go to a break here for three-quarter time. Southport's going to need to kick 5 or 6 goals in this final term to book ourselves into the grand final. Look forward to having you back after this short break for the final quarter action here on QAFLW. Well, welcome back to the Bond University 2023 QFO Final Series, with the qualifying final here at Fankhauser Reserves between Southport Sharks and the Bond University Bull Sharks. Southport obviously in the white and black, the famous colours up here in Queensland, and Bond University in the blue and gold. There's a 5-8-38, Bond University leading the Sharks 2-2-14. I'm Jack Barry. I'm joining commentary with Ryan Davis. Ryan, just your thoughts so far on the game and the conditions and the way that what Southport need to do to get back in this game, and can they?
Well, the game's been played pretty much solely on Bond University's terms. There's a slight breeze down to the right, but in terms of Southport trying to get back into this game and give the game a shake, they need to equalise at the stoppages. They need to equalise ahead of the football. They're winning enough of the ball. As they're clearing it forward, they're just kicking it straight to Bond Uni's numbers. And they're well drilled. They're a well drilled side, and they're making the most of those.
Umpire throws the ball up. O'Brien's gone back into the ruck, but it's tapped away by Davidson. And there's been a trip, and there's going to be a free kick to Southport in the middle of the ground.
Matty Watt's got it there next to the centre square. So this is starting just about the same as the second quarter going forward. Southport getting a little look in. Ramos got there front and centre. Handball's off to Brouard. She's been pushed in the back. Ramos has got one more kick. Standing directly in front, top of 50. Heaps of space in there. Bond University defenders dropping back into the dangerous space. So very difficult to find a spot here. She's popped it straight up to the middle there. There's Steph O'Brien. Harvey out the back, snaps it around the corner. Just crashes into the post for the behind. So opening the account again in the fourth quarter is Southport. They'll be looking to stop this one before it gets too far away from them.
A nice kick out over the top. It's going to suit Southport again as they go inboard. Looking for a attempt. It's a lovely kick. And it's a quick play on. They drive the ball forward. Can they take a mark? 1 bite, 2 bites. Harvey's there. 3 bites. He's going to pay it. Umpire says play on. Thought that might have been a mark. Contested ball. Must have touched a few hands there.
Always a danger here. Do Bond Uni think they've already got the game sewn up and they don't need to work as hard, do all the right things that they've been doing for 3 quarters, and Southport may get a sniff?
Well, that's right. A couple of quick goals, as you know, it can really. We see the modern game today play with momentum, don't you? See, and 5 goals years ago was a lot of goals, but this day and age. But the way the game's gone today, it'll have to be a lot for the Southport to turn it around.
Yes, it's a very well-drilled side, which we've mentioned plenty of times before. So it'd be something catastrophic would need to happen for a turnaround here.
Milne just puts a solid hit on and gets a free kick against. So Southport will look to bring the ball forward. No one can take the mark over the back. Quick kick forward again by, this might have been a head high. Play on's a call. Quick kick out of the pack. Southport really up in the ante. In front of their home deck, in front of their home crowd. Can they try and win their way into another grand final at this famous footy club? Umpire says out of bounds. We'll throw it up.
So immediately Bond University have put their keeper back, so there's got a free player sitting 15 metres out as a last line of defence. So looks like Chopper Love was looking to shore this game up and get away unscathed. So neither team would want any more injuries going forward, so they can give themselves the best chance at the final round.
Umpire to throw the ball on the outer flank. Players just watching, just waiting for something to happen. We saw last quarter with Southport, we saw Priest and O'Brien really up the ante. Gregory had an outstanding second term when they went this way last time, Southport, but it's been numbers, it's been leg speed, it's been positioning. It's seen Bond University look strong all day.
Southport do have the stars to be able to turn this game on its head, but the way it is going, Bond Uni are playing superior football at the moment.
Umpire throws the ball up. Outer wing. Rucks have battled hard today. Quick kick out of the pack. Swooping on the ball. Here's a chance for Bond. That's a high kick. Pack set themselves. If you don't mind, Abiuti. A fantastic grab up forward there.
By Ella Khalija. That was an outstanding grab. She got to some serious heights there. Ramos wins the ball back for the Sharks at the top of D50. Out comes O'Brien. Big contest looming. Kazlar never takes a backward step. She wins that ball. Throw. Umpire call. Steph O'Brien has the ball. She plays on straight away, runs her full measure, kicks it to the top of the square. It'll roll on. Steph O'Brien, welcome to the party. Southport up and about here. Outstanding play. Started with Remos at the back, then threw out into Steph O'Brien. A beautiful individual effort, sorry.
Well, Collegia's taken the Toyota up on the outer flank there. A big mark. And then Southport have, and great play by O'Brien, playing on quickly. Open goal square. Big game player.
She knows what to do, absolutely. And you take your time. Bond Uni, they're well drilled. They're going to roll their numbers back in. So she had to play on early. Didn't give them the chance. And a beautiful kick from 55. Outstanding play.
Back-to-back goals are so important, and Southport need, and O'Brien's gone into the ruck.
This contest is as big as it gets here.
They've been able to answer the challenge all day long. This young, talented Bond University side led by Andy Lovell and his coaching staff have done a magnificent job. Up they go. O'Brien gets a tap. Play on's the call. Straight through.
It's Peyton
Harvey,
Mackey.
Strong.
Yes.
Umpires said you dropped the ball. Just trying to make things happen, Harvey.
I don't mind that.
That's
Southport do need to roll the dice here
Yep.
to get themselves in the game.
Yep.
Quality mark there by Ava Usher. Strong leading. Out we come. She's holding, surveying the field. She hasn't wasted a disposal yet today. Goes to take on Sullivan at the top of the mark. She goes deep inside forward 50, but Priest reads that better than most every day of the week. So a little bit of fumbling. Courtney Sexton cleans that up. They're fighting for a clean disposal, but locked up there at 55 out directly in front.
Usher exposes that standing mark rule well, doesn't she? Because most times she does nearly play on.
She uses that extra 5 metres.
Yep.
Steph O'Brien impacting once more. Clean pick up. Handballs out to Ruby Mitchell. Again, Tori Winstanley's got 2v1. She's got the pressure. She's got the speed. She's a great tackler. Gets stepped that time. Bond Uni come out on the wing via Tara Harrington. Another one of their stars who's been prominent today.
Harrington on the wing. Plenty of voice. Goes in short. Another lovely kick. Beautiful kick, and found Overack.
It's been a highlight of the Bond University's Bull Sharks today. How clean they are with their foot skills. Courtney Sexton drums it forward. Quick kick off the boot. Priest once more stops another inside forward 50.
Such a great player behind the foot. He was great in the state game earlier in the year, and again stepping up in the second half today. Big kick over the top. Looking there for O'Connell.
There's plenty of space ahead for Harvey. It's a one-on-one. She's very, very strong through the ground balls here. Gets it off the boot. Steph O'Brien has got the lead seat here. She picks it up cleanly, takes a step. Inside handball to Tori, who slips over, unfortunately, into Carly Ramos. Great tackle. Great tackle there. Courtney Sexton, she's starting to lift in the game here. An errant kick there, unfortunately, through Peyton Mackey.
She didn't panic, Ramos. She looked around. She held the ball. She had it cocked ready to go, but there wasn't anyone there to give it to. So, unfortunately, she just had to let it go.
Very strong through the core is Ramos. So if someone was there, she definitely would have given that off.
Yep. Umpire throws the ball in. Tap forward. Here's a Harvey, really influencing down there. Just gets a quick kick of the ball, and it hits the post on the full. I think just out of bounds. It did hit the fall on the post. So it'll be a free kick right in the back pocket area there for...
Very dangerous position here for Bond Uni. Southport can,
throw in, sorry.
Yes, so Southport can score quickly, and the likes of O'Brien and Ramos getting their hands on it very early is a great sign for Southport.
Here's a chance. O'Brien trying to grab it out of the ruck. Can they find a goal? We're not into the grand final. Everyone's dreamer loves to play in the big games, the big show. Umpire throws it up. Quick kick off the deck. Ooh, smothered. Numbers. The fend off. And kick forward. Dumped as she kicked it. Plans the call. A handball back. Quick kick by Watt. Goes in short. That's better play. And it's a mark to Remos.
Remos once again. That was very, very smartly worked through there by the Southport Sharks. Maddie Watt lowered her eyes, didn't blaze away, was able to find Remos in the pocket there. So Remos, 30 metres out on a nice 45-degree angle, starts her run up, deliberate approach. Huge kick here for the Southport Sharks. It's gone. Has it gone straight through? Does it have the distance? Umpire's call. Let's still play on. Oh. Touch there off the ground. Must have been millimetres short. It was a very, very nice kick. Just did not have the extra metre.
Oh, that was a big score. A lot of the players went up, thought it was over the line, but umpire was right on the spot. A kick in.
Bond Uni plays out there. Southport have got the momentum at the moment. It's another deep inside forward 50, Maggie O'Connell. Just gone out of bounds on the full. It's very important now for Southport not to allow this ball to get outside D50 too easily. They've got the pressure on the Bond Uni Sharks at the moment.
16 points of difference. They'll go short. Usher. Nice mark. Will she play on?
The safe option down. Havana Harris down the line. Needs pressure on the ball.
Priest is over the back. Can't gather. Just trying to keep. Sits over top of the ball. She get hold for it. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you.
So Priest has really turned all their defence into offence here. So if we can get the ball in, if they can get the ball in her hands and keep rebounding the way they are, they'll get a few more looks at goal. So just got to take their chances, Southport. Harvey's been really impactful when she's gone forward, getting around the football and winning a lot of the tough stuff. So Maddie Watt outside of the contest, into the corridor, follows up Carly Remos. She bombs it forward, deep inside forward 50. It's out the back. Maggie O'Connell gets her hand on it. Handballs forward into Steph O'Brien. Remos follows up. Just shaved the outside of the post once more. So it's two shots in a minute for Carly Remos. The Sharks can sense something here.
She's really upped her game this quarter, hasn't she, Remos? Really influential. So's O'Brien, some quality touches.
All their big names have stepped up. Priest as well. Here's Priest again. Little toe poke off the ground. Clean handball to Pupils. Bond University have got the numbers, but the pressure's on.
Umpire just watching, waiting for something to happen. The girl's just trying to keep the ball alive.
Tori Winstanley out to Maddie Watt. Back to Harvey. Bombs it inside forward 50 to Tarlington at the other end of the ground, yeah.
Kick out. Over the top. Good tackle. Quick kick away. Through the middle of the ground. Here's a chance now here for Alder. Goes forward. Harvey in front.
She's been very, very influential here.
Just trying to make things happen as we spoke earlier. This next kick's all important.
Up to Steph O'Brien. 3v1. Too tall, too strong. Steph O'Brien takes the mark.
It was a lovely kick by Harvey. It was a kick to advantage. Even though the numbers were there, it was one that she could get a bit of a really good look at, and the class of O'Brien taking a strong mark, Ryan.
I think Steph O'Brien 3v1 is still pretty positive. She's an absolute beast. Her last 10 minutes have been outstanding. So, again, back-to-back goals, very hard to come by. Let's see. Here she is, top of 50. She's celebrating straight off the boot. Southport are up. It is an 11-point game with 13 minutes gone in the last.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. It's not over yet.
Here we go. This is going to be, again, I said the last centre bounce was the biggest contest of the day, but...
it was at the time.
it's the next biggest one we've got here. Against the best clearance team and the second best clearance team. Yeah, this is an outstanding look at the last 10 minutes here.
So they're throwing young Havana Harris into the ruck.
The big names are in there.
Steph O'Brien's gone in there as well. Madeline Watt. And, of course, Ava Usher. Up they go. Big tip forward, and it's Usher.
I'll take a bounce.
Judd-like clearance. Kicks down the ground over the top. Rolling, bouncing. Are they going to answer straight back? Here's a chance. Trying to keep the ball. Big, strong tackle. A handball over the top. Good pressure by Southport. They'll get the ball away, but they're not over yet. Try to kick the ball away, and it's just big, strong tackle. Oh, both teams throwing themselves at it, Ryan.
It is brilliant to watch. Both teams can now sense something. Bond thought they had the game 5 minutes ago. Southport were down and out. The tables have turned here.
Here's a chance. Gets on the right foot, a kick forward. Cut off by Priest. Good play. Can't. She's happy to see the ball go over the line. Let's regroup. Deep inside. The forward 50 for Bond.
This is very, very important here that Southport can hold their structure. Otherwise, they're just going to be kicking straight up to Bond University's numbers. So, important couple of exits here. Ball's thrown in, out the back into the space. Here she is again. Ava Usher, strong through the hips, finds Courtney Sexton. Taylor Gregory follows up there with a good tackle. Maddie Watt follows up. Priest. Errant handball out to Usher. Following up there nicely there. The pressure has gone through the roof here. Tamsin Perry a little bit overzealous with that tackle, driving the Bond player into the ground, and that is Jasmine Davidson, the recipient of that free kick. So she's 40 metres out, directly in front, probably a little bit too far out. So Southport need to protect the top of the goal square. An uncontested mark here would be devastating.
Davidson comes in. It's a lovely kick off the boot into the goal square. Punched away. Front and centre belongs to Bond University, but of course they're all tied up and the clock's ticking away.
It's exactly what Bond are after here. Ball buried deep in their inside forward 50. They're well set up behind the play. They can just slowly chew the clock. Davidson out of the ruck, slams it straight on the boot for a behind there, off to the left-hand side of the goalpost. Southport need to play on and go straight up the middle of the ground here. That is exactly what they're doing.
They would have trained this. Over the top. Straight through. Here's a chance. The ball spills through. There's going to be a soccer off the ground. No. Swooping on the ball nice and hard there was Sexton. And the umpire says, I'll have it in the middle of the ground. This clearance is massive.
It's all important. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some players on the fly here, just trying to make something happen. Bond University more than happy to have a restart there in the middle of the ground. 16 and a half minutes gone.
Great play, handball over the top. Here's a clearance now here by Harrington. Goes across the width of the ground. Nice punch away there by Pluples. Trying to keep the ball. Anything you can. Handball over the top. Now they're free. Good strong tackle there by Johnson. And the umpire says you're caught with the footy.
A big moment.
Oh, that could be 50. No. It's all good. Let's regroup.
Cooler minds prevail there from the umpiring. Very well done. Good to see. Out to that centre wing and the Alexa sign underneath the Sharks scoreboard there, where you see Reed 5 goals 9, 39 Bond Uni to 4 goals 5, 29 to the Southport Sharks. True centre wing position. Boundary throw in.
Umpires have having a great day today. Umpire to throw the ball in, of course, proudly sponsored by Brebden Windows and Doors. Up they go. Bell bounces free. No one got a tap on that. It's going to be cleared away by Bond University with a handball over the top. Goes inside. This is a nice play there by Harris. Kicks it long. Got a thumping kick on her. Good punch forward. Ball bounces free. Here's a chance now for Southport if they can pick the ball up below their knees. Get a handball. But, of course, the pressure all day has been very, very good by Bond University. A quick over the top. It's going to be all Southport. They're going to let the ball bounce, which could be a little bit dangerous. A kick off one step. They've got to roll the dice. Time's ticking. Find someone in the space, and it's Priest. And away we go to the races. Feed handball over the back. Good pressure. Can they keep the ball alive? Cut off. Good work there by Johnson. Pushed out of the way. Here's a chance. Another handball over the top. There's no one there except Bond University. Step inside, trying to keep the ball alive. Pressure. Both teams. There's a grand final at stake. Handball over the top. Oh, the umpire says, let me have a break. Let's throw the ball up, Ryan.
Throw the ball up. That was great surge football, but just one handball too many. Priesty was in the perfect position to go deep inside forward 50, where Steph O'Brien is making a big impact. Havana Harris just bullies her way through a couple of tackles. Another young one there in Harrington weaves her way through the outside, up out the side to Jasmine Davidson, who's got a little bit of space. Going forward now, Kalia, outstanding football.
Well, that's champagne football by the Bull Sharks. won that footy, caused a stoppage when I think it was a chance for Southport to go forward. They end up causing a stoppage, and then some nice clearances there. Beautiful build-up and a shot on goal.
She can take a full 30 seconds here. Wind the clock down. Top of the square. That's a lovely kick. It's very long. It'll drop just short. No one got a touch on that. And there's been a free kick given in the goal square. That looks to be Jasmine Davidson, the recipient there. And they've given 50 through back chatting to the umpire. That is very disappointing to see. Unfortunately, that makes it an absolute nail in the coffin there for the Southport Sharks. Bond University just about certain to be the first team to defeat the minor premiers and have themselves in the grand final, the 2023 QAFL grand final. Bond University.
Well, she's had a solid game, Davidson, today. There's no question about it. And then she's capped off a good day by putting a goal through. That goal went for, they said, a shepherding free kick off the ball. And then obviously maybe a bit of descent. So that one hurts. But it looks like it's probably been a pretty good day. It has definitely been a very good day for Bond University. They've been very, very impressive. 6-9-45, leading Southport 4-5-29. I'll get you to having a look at some of your best plays today as we count this game down.
Well, I think the Bond University, they've been such an even team all year, and the exact same things happened today. There were great contributors across the board. Ava Usher just got better and better as the game's gone. Her ability to find targets around the ground and kickstart their offense has been really good.
That stat of metres gained, she certainly gets that, doesn't she? She certainly gets some metres on a game with her running ability. Certainly
didn't waste any disposals and always looking to be attacking with that one. Niley Milne, she bobbed up when the game was in the balance, kicked a couple of really nice goals. Her work rate has been a great feature, getting up and down the ground, turning Southport defenders inside and out. That's been outstanding. And again, Havana Harris, we've touched on all three of them throughout the game, but she's started to impose herself as the game's gone on.
Yep, and it certainly had. Yep, and it's certainly been a well-rounded effort. And there's no question about it. There's been a lot of other players that have done well, but they've certainly caught the eye of the commentary box today. Nice kick inside to the wing. Harvey's really battled hard this quarter. Up forward, taken away, and look at this.
There she is again. We've just spoken about a running carry, small deft touch up to her teammate.
And she's still going. Is she going to go all the way?
The left side, the left banana. It's rolling straight through. Well done.
My God. We're seeing something very special here, Ryan.
Bond University, eat your heart out. That was an outstanding bit of individual brilliance.
Yeah, that was. She reminds me of the way she takes the game on like Chris Judd does. I know it's the colours of the jumper from when he was back at the West Coast Eagle, but just takes the game on. Looks exciting.
Just powerful. Yeah. So powerful out of the contest from a standing start to top speed. Very, very, very quick.
Yeah, fantastic work there. And full credit to the Bond University coaching staff. They've really done a magnificent job of setting themselves up to compete in the grand final. It's one thing to get there. Obviously, there's another thing to try and win it. But full credit to their timing this year to be able to get them to there. But, it gives Southport a bit of a chance to regroup. Again, Ryan, I suppose we're not going to be playing on a big oval come the last game in September. No. Oh, sorry, whenever we play, August.
August, yeah. Well, the Frank Alser really does suit both clubs, but probably suits Bond pretty well as well. They've got such great speed, such great endurance. And probably next week, Southport are looking to get bolstered by Georgia Davies, who was suspended a few weeks ago in Maroochydore, and Rihanna Shipp. So she's a real prime mover for Southport. She's missing this week because of her sister's wedding. Her sister knew she was playing today, but not too sure why she scheduled the wedding there, but she's going to be a huge inclusion for them next week.
Well, she's probably saying, well, who has grand finals in August? I thought it was September. I thought I was done the right thing. Goes in short. Nice mark taken there by Sexton. And that's a siren. And it's Bond University today, 7-9-51, defeating Southport 4-5-29 in the Bond University QAFLW qualifying final. And it's been a magnificent game. Ryan, you've given us, Ryan Davis, who'll be here with special comments and commentating today. Ryan, you gave us a great insight into the game. with your background in coaching. But again, just your summary of the game. I know you've probably summarised it a little bit more, but just a summary and probably what Southport need to look forward to, and what Bond University need to look forward to going into a grand final.
Well, Bond University played a pretty even 4 quarters of football today. They're well drilled. They work pretty seamlessly together as a team, and they're looking forward to a week off and be able to watch the prelim next week. The only sour note for Bond Uni is that their skipper, Paris Lightfoot, has gone down with a shoulder injury, so yet to see the extent of that, but hopefully it's not too bad for her. On the Southport side of things, they do get back the couple of players that we mentioned. They will get to go into the winner of Aspley and Cooperoo next week, and with a real chance of buttering up. They had a few good players pop up on the day, but just weren't consistent enough across the 4 quarters. And finals footy, you need to be outstanding from start to last. So great performance by Bond Uni. Southport get to lick their wounds and butter up and go again next week.
And certainly some great talent on show here for potentially for AFLW, and certainly the State League footy. You've been across it for the last couple of years, but certainly some players that certainly catching your eye. Yeah,
it's an outstanding team that they've got, and the players coming through. It's really exciting. The stable that's coming through at the moment, they've been coached and been playing football since they were sort of 12, 13, 14 now. So they're getting those 6-7 years of quality coaching and quality football into them. So we're starting to see the benefits of that now in Queensland grassroots football.
Great to see the 2 coaches embrace after the game. Great sportsmanship, and we're very lucky up here to have the quality of coaching that we do have, and certainly we're starting to see that on the way we've seen the girls be able to play the game. They've been certainly exciting and to watch them play. Don't forget the game a little bit later on this afternoon. It's the elimination final between Cooperoo and Aspley. How do you see that one, Ryan? Who do you see that will go out? Because it'll be curtains for one of them, and the other will have to come up and play a scorned Southport next week.
They will. I think Aspley have been the better side, more consistent side across the season, and I love some of their players that they've got with Stallard and Vetter down the forward line and Daniak through that midfield there. So they've got some serious stars. Cooperoo also have some terrific talent throughout their entire spine. So whether or not Beck gets them up for a pretty big elimination final is yet to be seen.
Well, Ryan, you're a class act. So great to have you. Hope we get to have more of you over the final series. That wraps it up for today. So congratulations to the Bond University Football Club as they entered into the 2023 QAFLW Grand Final. And for Southport, they'll be back again next week to play one of the teams in the preliminary final. Thanks very much for joining us, and look forward to seeing you later on at our next game.